In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Trae Young is out there with the Prophet, and it's Daniels in at the 3 slot. And for the Lakers, we've got Austin Reeves. He's out there with LeBron James. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Doncic in at the point. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
Now, here is Young. 4 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. The Prophet with the bucket.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Pass to Finney-Smith. On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Young. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and Coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Finney-Smith passes to Hayes, and here's Reeves outside. Buries it from 3-point range.
It's the confidence of Austin Reeves. He just knows what his shot is.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Doncic against Young, the Prophet, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
He would have liked to have seen them make some adjustments and attack the rim, but they just kept firing from distance and couldn't get much to fall.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Line for 1, Jackson Hayes.
One shot.
Hayes, no good on the free throw. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
You got to finish strong whenever you can. Reeves does not waste that opportunity.
Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Okongwu against James. Pass to Young. He's looking for Okongwu and finds him. Here's the 3. Young's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he has been on another level this past month, getting Eastern Conference Player of the Month, the Prophet.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And really, Doncic can score from any area. His arsenal is very impressive.
Young outside. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Pass to Daniels. Shot clock at 5. Off target with his 3. Lakers leading by 3 to the left side wing. There's the triple. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
And that's the thing. That's why he's going to be top 5 all time in assists. LeBron James just drops dimes.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Shaping up, guys. Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. Look at the Lakers. They're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Daniels. Right wing. Hawks passing it around. Young in the corner to halt the run. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
And that corner three isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
LeBron passes to Finney-Smith. The drive by James and the dunk by James.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Now, here is Young. He had 25 points in the win against Denver.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
The Prophet with the bucket.
And how about the find by Trey, making sure he keeps his teammates involved.
Doncic kicks to Hayes. Back to Doncic. The three. That one doesn't go. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Young. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Young's got 5.
And we tend to focus on the outside shooting with Young, but his in-between game is just as lethal.
Second team.
Reeves with it. He's got 5. Doncic outside. Finney-Smith kicks to LeBron. From outside, off the mark. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Daniels passes to the Prophet. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Denver Nuggets. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
That free throw good from Doncic. Well, the Lakers have got to be pleased. They no longer have to share their home arena. It's all their own now.
Yes, it's beneficial for the Lakers and Clippers. They've shared the arena since 1999 when the Staples Center first opened, but everyone knew it was the Lakers' house because they hung up the banners. But I will say this, the Clippers own their arena. His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Reeves outside. Back to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Young. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's the Prophet. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Nuggets in Denver. 6 on the shot clock. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. The Prophet's got 8 points. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Young finds Johnson. Screen by Young. Takes a 3. Johnson can't hit.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Reeves the pass to LeBron. Pass to Doncic. Good on the triple. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Here's Shea. Young outside. He takes it in, and he uses the glass on the layup. 10 points for him.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
And here's Reeves outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Doncic. The layup missed.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." Goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "You're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Atlanta with the ball after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's the Prophet. Up and in on the layup. The Prophet's got 10 points. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Hayes with the screen for Doncic. Hits the three-point bomb.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Young passes to the Prophet. Shea in the corner. Pulls up on the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Shea's got it all tied up now for the Hawks. LeBron outside. Pass to Hayes. Three-pointer. And it's Shea with the rebound.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's the Prophet. 10 points for him. A fadeaway J off the mark. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Here's James. Atlanta with the rebound. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Here's the Prophet. Rips it home after the terrific move.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
All right, fans, here come your Laker girls.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Lenz checked in for Jackson Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in.
Substitution on the court.
On the wing, Johnson. Vanderbilt defending. Johnson can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Oh, James flushes in the alley-oop.
Oh, yeah, the old man can still do that. LeBron James with the catch and finish.
Here's the Prophet. The 19-footer is on the money. The Prophet's got 14 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side. And after struggling out the gate, he's looked more confident. And it's why his teammates have continued to feed him.
Capella dishes to Johnson. Capella with a screen on Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Ball from long range. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 4 assists in the game. Lakers trail by 11. Doncic bounce pass. Vanderbilt finds Doncic. James left side. Top shot in close by LeBron.
Making the D look helpless. James is just locked in once he gets this close.
Here's the Prophet. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
James, the pass to Reeves. Here's Finney-Smith. James sets the screen for Doncic. Doncic knocks in the 3.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguardable.
From deep three-point territory, Vanderbilt with the rebound. LA's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Vanderbilt with the steal. Now the Lakers on the break. A 15-footer. Ball against Reeves. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Undrafted out of college, Austin Reeves has beat the odds and become an outstanding player.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Switch here. Rizachet checked in. Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves on the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. Look at the Prophet. No doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
And every team in the league needs a guy who can go and get. I mean, his great work on the boards certainly endear him to the coaching staff.
The first free throw is good. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
And Reeves drops them both. I know Reeves has been accused of hunting fouls before. Richard, do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away.
Pass to the Prophet. And he finishes nicely on the layup. The Prophet's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Reeves outside. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound, Atlanta. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Ball with the bucket.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Reeves outside. Vanderbilt the pass to Doncic. Over ball. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Luka Doncic.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Here's the Prophet. 18 points for him. From deep. Ball no good. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Ball. James slams it in.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you got to make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
Here's the Prophet. His point totals exceed any reasonable expectations. Somehow he's managed to average about 34.5 points a game. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 5-point game. James, the pass to Vanderbilt. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Doncic, no good. Atlanta's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Here's Daniels, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Daniels has got 5 points in the quarter. Los Angeles has gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Vanderbilt gets a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Vanderbilt's got 7 points in the game.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Pass to Shea. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for 2, Austin Reeves.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Johnson comes in for Shea. Pass to Johnson. There's a good screen. And he's good on the three ball. He has 7.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Doncic passes to Hayes. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Daniels. And here is Johnson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Jalen Johnson. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Lakers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
For the Lakers, Luka Doncic. Coming to the field for Hawks, number 3, Karis LeVert.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hawks ahead. They're up by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with
how I'm trying to, help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
Right now for the Hawks, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And focusing back in on the Hawks, they're in a tight one.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And here is Los Angeles now. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Prophet is out there with Trae Young. And it's Daniels in at the small forward. And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Reeves finds Finney-Smith. The three for Doncic. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Takes the 13-footer, and he hits the jump shot. Young's got the first basket of the third quarter for Atlanta. Lakers trail by 4. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Reeves the pass to Doncic. Reeves with the screen on Young. And here's Doncic from the arc.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Young dishes to Okongwu. Pass to Daniel. Stolen away. Reeves with it, and Young picks him up defensively.
A much-needed bucket after clanking their first 4 shots.
Johnson outside. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by the Lakers. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Now at 4 fouls in the game, he'll start to have to be